without further ado, everybody, please throw those hearts up and those hug signs up for Mr. Daymen Robinson Jr., y'all. Give him a warm welcome.
Yay!
How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Good.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
It's an honor.
Dad's here, so go ahead. He's looking at me and talking.
Oh. Hey,
That's
Q.
all right.
How are you?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I got you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'll jump in for a little bit. I'm Big Daymen, and a couple months ago, maybe about 2 months ago, I screwed up a little bit. About 2 months ago, he came to me with the idea of starting his own clothing company. And we usually kind of, when he has ideas, he's a very artistic kid. He's done everything from painting and selling paintings and things like that. That he wanted to start a clothing line, and so that he can kind of get a feel for how to run a business from start to finish, the typical way we kind of have been going step by step and kind of doing everything. And the first step we kind of took was helping him to be able to raise money instead of me giving him money. So what we did is he had to come up with a pitch, and he had to give his pitch. Well, he worked on his pitch for a while, and I think he's going to give his pitch today for investors. And we were hoping to get 10 investors, and we ended up with about 50 people that we gave the pitch to. And we got investors, so we went through that process. He ended up getting the money. He got the money. We purchased the merchandise and actually started taking orders when? Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
We started taking orders yesterday. And we've been filling orders all day today, and we're working on getting those out and getting those shipped. So I guess we can start. If you guys want, he can, give the pitch he gave to the investors, and you guys can, I guess, get a update on whatever question you guys about where we're at in that process.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I would love to hear your pitch, DJ. I'm sure they call you DJ, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right, bring it on us, baby.
Good.
I'm Daymen Robinson. I'm 10 years old. I'm a student at W.H. Taylor Elementary, and I would like you to invest $50 in my business. I'm starting a clothing line. A clothing line that is stylish and cool. Something good. Actually, something better than good. Something super. It's gonna cost me $23 to make the hoodie. $35. I'm gonna try to sell the hoodie for $35. The profit per hoodie is $13. If you invest $50, you will get 5% return on your money, which is a lot more than putting it in a checking or savings account. Does that sound like a good deal to you?
It sounds like an awesome deal.
Wow.
I think it sounds like a better than awesome deal. I think it sounds like, say it with me, super.
Right.
You guys have any questions?
Wow. I am thrown, DJ. Wow. I have one question. What made you come up with the idea of a clothing line?
I would be watching on YouTube every day, and I would see 100 people having their merch, and it would just inspire me to make my own.
Wow. I'm thrown. I'm impressed.
Absolutely.
I am impressed. So how many investors is your company able to take?
You think more? Go ahead.
We don't have a limit.
All right now, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that. And it's only $50. And with a mindset like that, I say let's get behind this young man.
Absolutely. I got a question for Dad.
Yeah.
Is there a website yet, or
So we kind of because we're in the process of he's still learning the business. What we did, we started like an e-commerce site because we got the merchandise. And I think it says Daymen Robinson. It's I don't think you put a www in, but it's super-clothing.square.site. It should be right there by its name.
There it is.
Yeah, you can go there, and it has the merchandise, and you can order it there. He doesn't have, being a parent, he's not allowed to have his own social media account. So, I put it on mine and my wife's social media account. But you can go to the super-clothing.square.site, and it's like a little 2-page e-commerce thing. These are the hoodies now. I don't know if you guys can see them. Can you see it sit up?
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's a design he came up with all by himself. And so we've been working with that.
Mm-hmm.
See, so DJ, Mr. Universal, you see the guy with the glasses on? Can you see him?
Yes.
He has his own clothing line. You have any questions for him? Any advice? Any advice you want? I'm not saying get advice from him. I'm saying, can you give him some advice? He's all over the place.
I'm all over the place.
What?
Somebody said, can you stand up, DJ? They want to see you.
Y'all see it?
Yeah, well, it's just that the writing is in front of it. I think that's why they can't hardly see it. That is nice.
That is nice. So you have a lot of great everybody in our family, our cyber community, they love your pitch. They say you're very well spoken, and they say you're awesome, and they just showing you so much love, and a lot of people are interested. So keep following your dreams. They said thank you. So what we want to do is everybody that's how are we doing this, Dad? How are we doing this? Are we cash apping, or how do we do this?
It's the e-commerce site, so they they take Google Pay, credit, debit cards, and everything like that, and they literally let me see if I can show you guys one of the packages that we did. Let me see if it so like we've been working. You can't really see it. That's not really that good, but we're wrapping them, everything from the design to working on packaging and shipping and understanding the cost that associated with everything. We just trying to let him understand so that whether he's selling shirts or cars or whatever he decides to do, he kind of has an understanding of what it takes. And so it's it's been a process. Everything from him asking about how much we pay for certain stuff so he knows, and negotiating prices and everything. Like he's been really and we made it a point to make sure he's engaged in every part. I mean, he's learning how to fold hoodies and everything. So it's just been a good learning experience. And for me too. I have a service-based business instead of products, so we do it a little bit different on our end. But I've learned about products and those things that are necessary to do that, and he's teaching me, and we're learning together. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, the site, the square clothing.square.site, they take all kinds of different forms of payment.
Okay, so everybody, T pinned it on the screen in the middle. DJ, do you have a key?
in.
Huh?
I told Dad to come back in. Did he leave?
Oh, no, I'm here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to really commend them, Leon. You and
Absolutely.
your wife. I just want to commend y'all for the directions that you're pointing him in. He's only 9. And look at the mindset that you are putting into him. That's awesome. I mean, I want to commend both you and your wife, and of course, this little young entrepreneur here. And with that sales pitch, and of course, with that cute face of yours, I see where you could not go wrong, baby. The star is the limit, and don't ever stop. You go as far as you can. You have what's the name of the black guy, Fubu? What's the name of the guy that started?
Daymen John.
Who?
Daymen John.
Yes. Does he know him? Does he follow him?
Not yet. Well, he's watched Shark Tank and he kind of understands. So when we were doing our pitch to give him an idea, he watched Shark Tank and that kind of a thing. So he's watched it enough to get an understanding of what he needed to do and the different kind of ways that kind of business works and that kind of a thing.
Okay, because Damien has a story similar to that. The way he started, he was very young. And you know, when you have a direction that you're going in, DJ, it's always good to look at someone who is successful in that area. Look up that person, follow his story for as young back as you can go, and look at what he did. Now, don't think he didn't make mistakes, and don't think that you won't make some. Don't think that you won't get some no's, okay? But don't you let not one no stop you. Don't you let one mistake stop you. Those are only growing tools for you, okay?
Yeah, it's really good. And somebody asked a question on the size is unisex. They are unisex. And one of the things that it's funny because I think Supreme and I were talking about this, and it's one of his favorite. It took us a while to let him start listening to rap music. One of his favorite rappers is Jay-Z, and one of the favorite lines he always says is, a loss ain't a loss, is a lesson. You know what I mean? And so through this process, he's learning, and he's not somebody that accept I'm not really failure, but accepts failure. He works through it, and he's a very good kid in that regard. So thank you for all the positive stuff and everything. What do you want to say? I'm talking more than you're talking.
Thank you. I would do. I think that's all I have to say.
I have a question. So let's just say, I have one thing to say, but before I get there, can we pin his cash out if he has a cash out, just in case outside of that? So maybe somebody just want to send a tip, or they're not in a position to maybe fully invest, but they can get behind him and support.
Yeah, give some support.
Well, the thing is the main thing is I think we have an email address. I can give you the email address. It's just Daymen Robinson Jr. email, all one word. And we've been blessed financially, to be able to kind of help him. Words of encouragement, we'll take that, you know what I mean? And he can, put it on his wall and all that kind of stuff, and use that to drive him. So, as much as we appreciate people offering tips and that kind of thing, he's in a situation that doesn't necessarily need that at this point. He appreciates it, but the words of encouragement and hearing people kind of, being behind him and, complimenting him and that kind of stuff, not that he doesn't have a lot of self-assurance, but it's good to keep it coming. So, that works too.
Well, I'm gonna say, even with that, and I know you guys are blessed, but it still takes a support system, and outside of that. So any other thing that can help build that would take the less of the pressure off of you guys. Right. So,
Well, one thing is that we did do, and it's funny because we were in the and it's a long story, but we went from the point of getting investors together. We got the money. We have negotiated prices with the person who produced the stuff. We have it. I think yesterday we started the launch and we shot the video. I think shot like a small video of him doing a release, and I posted it on my Facebook. You guys can go and you can share it, and if you share it, somebody will see it, and if they think it's interesting, maybe they'll, choose to buy it and that kind of stuff. The exposure is probably, as important as anything, because he has to learn marketing now and being able to kind of, your products don't sell themselves, they don't walk off the shelves themselves, and so we're working on doing that. So if you guys want to do anything, you can go to I think I posted on my page. Again, we have the same name, Daymen Robinson. You can look at it and share it, and see what happens from there.
Okay, we got you. So it's a lot. Everybody's so. Hey, Karen, can you read some of the comments?
Sure.
Everybody's so impressed and they're so super proud of you.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we do our due diligence. And I know, hey, listen, all right, I'm gonna be honest. We know some people are lazy, that you don't want to go type all that in, and it's about convenience. But let's step outside of our comfort zone and let's support. So, you already got two. I know my wife already is. We already behind you. So you got so many people that's going to back you up. So Karen is going to read a couple of these, and then we're going to let you go ahead and get ready for bed.
Okay. Dakia Diverse okay. Dakia, girl, I ain't finna tell your name up.
Just say Dakaya. Just that's Dakaya.
Dakaya. Girl, I F that name up. I'm sorry. Okay, Dakaya said, keep striving, young king. Your mind to build your business is admirable. I can think of a couple of youth who could learn from you.
Hey, I can think of a couple of adults that can learn from you.
Oh, yeah. Right? Okay, and Angelia Bell Willis said, he seems to have a wonderful role model and teacher. Congratulations to you both. He is our future, and what a great future he is.
Yes, indeed. I guess, if we leave the future to young men like him, with us getting older, or the ladies, y'all getting younger, the world will be in a better place.
And Janine said, keep following your dreams, young man. And of course, they said, and Angelia said, you're so very well spoken. You will go very far in your business. Pray that you're very successful. Trying to find some. Yeah, Barbara, I was speechless too. And I think mostly, young man, you just have everyone amazed that you have this inside of you at such a very young age. And everybody on here said just keep striving, and they want to keep seeing you go. I'm going to go and find that video your dad said that you have. I'm going to share it on my page and try to encourage some of my other friends to share it on their page as well, and give you all the support that you need on that level. Because I understand what dad is doing as far as monetary support. He wants you to make your own. He don't want it to come easy. And I respect that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to make.
We got two more, man. We got two more.
Okay, we got two more.
He has yet to say the name of the site, so he's gonna have to work it in somewhere in the next few minutes.
Okay. Lashana Scorpio Jones said, best of luck, young man. I'm placing my order shortly. And then Mrs. Judge says, you definitely have the judge's support, young man. What a great role model for our youth. I agree, Nicole. Great indeed.
So you see LaShawn say, Miss Jones, if you want to go buy a shirt, tell her to go away.
If you want to buy a shirt, you go to super-clothing.square.site.
All right.
Hey, everybody, if you there you go. If you don't have the opportunity to write it down, just screenshot it from your phone so that way you can have it. Okay. Yeah. And we'll post it on our Sunday Night Wine Down page as well. But we want to thank you. We want to thank you, sir, for gracing, blessing us with your presence. You've been very well spoken and articulate. And I think that this is actually what Black history and supporting our community is all about, and especially seeing a father sit right next to his son, in these trying times is just an amazing thing to bear witness to. And I think that I speak for everybody when I say that we're proud to have you guys as a part of our family. Awesome.
And we're glad to be a part.
Yeah.
Y'all throw those hearts up for little Daymen. Throw those hearts up, because that is a future millionaire that we're looking at right there. I know
Yes,
it.
indeed.
You never know. It could be the future president that we're looking at. You never know these days.
And look at his confidence. Just so
I know.
admirable.
I love it. I'm telling you, I love that confidence.
See, you got any advice for him as a clothing designer and an entrepreneur yourself? You got any advice for him before we let him go?
Right. Just keep it pushing no matter, the obstacles that come in your way. There's going to be some losses. There's going to be mistakes. You just got to keep moving, stay focused, and you'll be great.
Absolutely. All right, big guy. We appreciate you for coming on the show. Thanks to Big Daymen as well.
All right. We definitely appreciate it.
Hey, we're going to check back in with you here. We're going to check back in a couple of months and see how everything goes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Y'all have a good evening.
All right, you too.
Bye.